back to our chair. So now we need to optimize this. See, to be honest, there are two ways. One is a bit more complicated, yet is way better, and the second is way easier, especially for small objects that will not be noticeable like this chair. The first option is the right one, which you should use, and it's called details to normal. I will take, for example, the details from this base and give it to our base editable, which has a cleaner topology. And how is that done? If we enable our details and editable in the same time, disable the wood material here, make a material called leg, go to the shader editor by vertical splitting, then adding an image texture, calling the image leg normal, for example, connecting its color and the normal with the normal of the BDSFD, and then choosing the base frame, and this base frame going to render inside cycles, of course, it's not in EV. Go to bake, selective to active, extrusion maybe 0.1, and then bake it, but using the bake type of a normal. It should generate you a normal for that. The other way, which is way simpler, is going to this, just select them all and then Ctrl J. Oh, forgot also to apply the modifiers for this. Is only used for small objects. You should not use these for animated objects or any other object than small decorative objects, just because it's not the best way to do that. So we will copy this, Ctrl Z before joining them, also before applying the modifiers, going paste it like this, call it LOD0, disable the details, applying the LODs, deleting the old test LOD, dragging the LOD0 here. Even for an LOD0, 500,000 is a bit a lot. So we'll go to the modifiers, the decimate modifier, then we might make it a 0.7 ratio. So yeah, this is our LOD0. This is our LOD0. Yeah, that's detailed. We can apply it. As you see, this is 300,000 triangles. For a AAA games, it's a bit high, but this is the closest you can get. Applying the decimate modifier, copy paste it, call it LOD1, deactivating LOD0, reapplying the decimate modifier, make it 0.7 again, for example, or maybe make it 0.3. Okay, now that's a good LOD. As you see, not much details are lost, yet it is 9,000 triangles. Only if you like zoom in or something, they would be noticeable, but far away, it is the same details. Copying, pasting again, dragging it here, call it LOD2, disabling LOD1, make a decimate modifier again, then 0.3 for example. This is our LOD2, still detailed from far away, which is almost 2,000 triangles. Apply it, Shift D, LOD3. LOD3 should have a very low triangles count because it would be very far away from the camera. So let's say 0.2. Yeah, this is good. As you see, not much detail because the camera should be this far. It's not so 0.2 is good. And then the last LOD is the LOD4. Maybe you can also make 5, which is a billboard, which is an image, an imposter image, but that could be done only inside Unity or any other game engine. Decimate modifier 0.2 or 0.3, seeing what's the worst it could get without losing much details. This is good because the camera would be like so 0.4, yeah, something without losing a leg or something. That's good, which is around a 1,000 triangle. A pro tip, and this could be done for LOD 3.5, which is around 4. You can like make 5. LOD 4 is 5, for example. And to play around, the LOD 3 is around 5,000 triangles. So you can call this LOD5, go to our editable, copy paste them, disable the editable, oh sorry, forgot the legs again, applying the modifiers of the legs, then Control J, call it trying to match our edits, for example the legs position, taking it, trying to match our legs position, for example, because it's a bit different if you remember the stuff. So yeah, trying to match it for, you know, for example like that, like this, applying these modifiers, also the frames, disabling the LOD. So as we see, this is a bit closer, yeah, like that. Then now we will go here, put the material, so a green fabric, a wood material, here a wood material, wood, and the cushions green fabric. Control J. Now this could be LOD4 because it is less than the LOD, because now when decimating this, it would have for like around a 0.4 or even 0.2 or 3, as you see. This would have less triangles and more details than the LOD5, so it could be called LOD4, especially from the camera distance, because as you see, LOD3 is that, so this is the camera position. LOD4 is this is the camera position, so the sculpting details could be invisible right now. And LOD5, which is even its geometry is a bit off, it's when you are too away from this chair. You can also inside Unity make a billboard, which is just an image, so just like 8 to 12 triangles, and this is how you make a chair, for example, for a video game, and it could be now exported as FBX. You only need to for example clean your files, like for example the materials, when we duplicated, they got duplicated too. You keep them, you can delete the leg example, which we exported the normals. You can go even for textures, see unwanted textures and delete them, export the files if you want that. You can then export each LOD in a file, like LOD0, FBX, LOD0, and LOD1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then importing them to Unity so you can play with it. That was our series. There will be more series which we will learn a lot more on how to implement it inside Unity, how to optimize it inside a game engine, how to texture paint, how to make 3D characters, how to animate objects inside Blender, then transporting them into Unity, and how to code inside Unity. There's many courses, many free tools that will be given inside this channel, so keep watching, and thanks a lot. See you next video.